There comes a moment in life when everything you trusted breaks. The plan fails. The people leave. The dream feels too heavy to carry. You did everything right, or at least you thought you did. And still, life knocked you down without warning. One day, you were moving forward, confident, hopeful, and the next day, you're sitting in silence asking yourself, why me? This is the moment most people don't talk about. The moment when motivation disappears, when your strength feels fake, when even getting out of bed feels like a battle. Life doesn't knock politely, it doesn't explain itself. It hits hard, and then it waits to see what you'll do. And in that moment, pain starts whispering lies. You're not good enough. You failed. You should quit. But listen carefully. This is important. This moment is not the end of your story. This is the test before the rise. Every strong person you admire, every successful individual you respect, every legend you look up to, this is where they were forged. Not in comfort, not in ease, but right here when everything fell apart. Understand this. Life breaks you before it builds you. Pressure reveals who you really are. Right now, it hurts. Right now, you feel lost. Right now, you feel weak. But weakness is not permanent. Pain is not a life sentence. This fall is not your final position. You don't need to have all the answers today. You don't need to feel strong today. You only need one thing, the refusal to stay down. Because the ground you're sitting on right now, it's not a grave, it's a foundation. And this is where your rise begins. Chapter 2. The silence after the storm. After the breakdown comes the quiet. Not peace, silence. The calls stop. The messages slow down. The people who promise to stay suddenly disappear. This is the phase nobody prepares you for. When the world moves on like nothing happened, but inside you, everything is still broken. You sit alone with your thoughts. No applause, no motivation videos hitting hard enough, just you and the questions. Was I ever good enough? Did I waste my time? What if I never recover from this? Silence is dangerous, not because it's empty, but because it's loud inside your head. Your mind replays every mistake on loop, every regret, every if only. And this is where most people give up. Not because they failed, but because they felt forgotten. But listen closely. Silence is not punishment. Silence is preparation. Life removes the noise so you can hear your own voice again. So you can finally ask yourself the real question: who am I without the crowd? This is where strength is rebuilt quietly. No one claps when you survive alone. No one sees the nights you fight your own thoughts. No one congratulates you for not giving up. But this is where warriors are made. If you can stand in the silence, if you can survive being unseen, if you can keep going without validation, you are becoming dangerous in the best way. Because when you rise again, you won't need approval. You won't need permission. You'll move with purpose. The silence isn't here to break you. It's here to teach you who you really are. And when the noise returns, you won't be the same person who fell. Chapter 3. Pain is not your enemy. Pain changes people. Some people let it break them, others let it build them. At first, pain feels cruel. It feels unfair. It feels personal. You ask, why does it hurt this much? You wonder, why can't life be easier? But here's the truth most people never understand. Pain is not here to destroy you. Pain is here to shape you. Think about it. Every time you grew stronger, something uncomfortable came first. Muscles grow by tearing. Confidence grows by failing. Wisdom grows by suffering. Pain is life's way of forcing growth when comfort would keep you weak. If life never hurt you, you would never change. You would stay small. You would stay safe. You would stay average. Pain wakes you up. It strips away illusions. It shows you what really matters. Right now, the pain you feel is sharpening you. It's burning away the version of you that couldn't survive what's coming next. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Don't pretend it isn't there. Sit with it. Learn from it. Use it. because one day, this pain will become your power. One day, what almost broke you will be the reason you're unbreakable. You're not suffering for nothing. You're being trained. And when the time comes to rise, you'll rise stronger than before. Chapter 4: The Choice That Changes Everything. There is a moment, quiet, invisible, where everything changes. No one announces it, no one applauds it. It's the moment you make a choice, not a loud choice, not a dramatic one, a private decision made in the dark. You realize something simple yet powerful. You can't control what happened to you, but you can control what happens next. This is where the road splits. One path is easy: blame life, blame people, blame circumstances, stay angry, stay stuck. The other path is hard: take responsibility, take ownership, stand up, even when you're tired, move forward, even when you're scared. This is the moment you stop asking, "Why me?" and start asking, "What now?" Victims wait for life to change. Warriors decide to change. No one is coming to save you. And that's not a curse, that's freedom. Because the moment you accept that your life is in your hands, you take your power back. It won't be instant, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Every great comeback begins with this choice: I'm not done. I will rise. I refuse to stay down. Make that decision today, even if you don't feel ready, even if you're still hurting, because this choice, this one decision, changes everything. Chapter 5: Rising Without Applause. At first, no one notices. No likes, no praise, no encouragement. You're improving quietly, waking up earlier, working harder, fixing yourself in silence. And it hurts, because deep down, you wish someone would say, "I see you." But this is where real growth happens. Most people only support you after you succeed. They clap when the results are visible. They celebrate the finish line, but ignore the struggle. You're learning to rise without applause, to push forward without validation, to stay committed even when no one believes in you. This is powerful, because when your motivation isn't dependent on attention, you become unstoppable. The strongest people don't need an audience. They build in silence and let success make the noise. Understand this: if you can work when no one is watching, if you can stay disciplined without praise, if you can believe in yourself when others doubt, you're already ahead of most people. Every unseen effort is stacking strength. Every lonely step is building resilience. Every quiet win is preparing you for a louder future. One day people will ask, "How did you get so strong?" They won't see these nights. They won't feel this loneliness, but you will know. And that's enough. Chapter 6: Discipline Beats Motivation. Motivation is loud. It comes with energy, music, emotion. But motivation is also unreliable. Some days you feel it. Most days, you don't. And that's where discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't wait for the perfect mood. It shows up anyway. When you're tired, discipline moves. When you're bored, discipline works. When motivation disappears, discipline stays. This is the difference between dreamers and doers. Dreamers wait to feel ready. Doers act, even when they feel empty. Success isn't built on good days. It's built on the days you want to quit but don't. Discipline is choosing your future over your comfort. It's doing what needs to be done, especially when it's hard. You won't always feel strong. You won't always feel inspired. But if you stay disciplined, you stay dangerous. One small action every day. One promise kept to yourself. One step forward, again and again. That's how lives change. That's how comebacks are built. Not with motivation, with discipline. Chapter 7: Turning Scars into Strength. Your scars tell a story, not of weakness, but of survival. Every scar means you were hurt and you healed. Some wounds were caused by failure, some by betrayal, some by your own mistakes. For a long time, you tried to hide them. You felt ashamed of what you went through. You wished it never happened. But here's the truth: those scars are proof that you endured what was meant to destroy you. Pain changes perspective. It deepens your understanding. It sharpens your instincts. The struggles you survived taught you discipline. The failures taught you humility. The losses taught you gratitude. What once felt like damage is now experience. Strong people aren't fearless. They're scarred and still standing. Use your past as fuel, not an excuse. Let it push you, not hold you back. Let it remind you how far you've already come. One day, someone will look at your strength and wonder how you built it. They won't know it came from pain, from tears, from nights you didn't think you'd survive, but you did. And now, you're stronger because of it. Chapter 8: Becoming Unrecognizable. Growth is uncomfortable because it demands change, and change means letting go of who you used to be. At first, it feels strange. You don't think the same. You don't react the same. You don't tolerate what you once accepted. People notice. Some get confused. Some get uncomfortable. Some try to pull you back to your old self. But that's the price of evolution. You're not becoming cold. You're becoming clear. Clear about your goals. Clear about your standards. Clear about your worth. You're learning to say no without guilt, to walk away without explaining, to protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. The old you survived. The new you is built to win. Becoming unrecognizable doesn't mean forgetting your past. It means refusing to live there. This version of you is stronger, focused, disciplined. And once you see how powerful this growth feels, you'll never want to go back. Chapter 9: Standing Strong. When life tests you again. Make no mistake, life will test you again. Not because you failed, but because you're leveling up. New strength invites new challenges. New discipline invites heavier weight. New mindset invites bigger tests. This time, though, you're different. You don't panic like before. You don't break like before. You don't run like before. You've been here already. You've felt the pain. You've survived the silence. Now, when life pushes, you push back. You've learned that storms don't last forever, that emotions pass, that setbacks are temporary. You don't ask, why is this happening again? You say, I know how to handle this. This is maturity. This is resilience. This is earned confidence. You stand strong not because life is easy, but because you are stronger. And no matter what comes next, you know one thing for sure. You will rise again. Chapter 10: You didn't come this far to quit. Look at how far you've come, not how far you still have to go. Look at what you've already survived. There were moments you almost gave up, moments you felt empty, moments you thought this was the end. But you're still here. Every step you took while hurting counts. Every day you showed up without motivation matters. Every time you refused to quit, it mattered. You didn't go through all that pain to stop now. You didn't fight those battles to stay small. You didn't rise this many times just to fall and stay down. This journey changed you. It hardened you. It prepared you. Now it's time to move forward with purpose. No more doubting your strength. No more underestimating your resilience. When life knocks you down again, and it will, remember this moment. Remember who you became. You are not your failures. You are not your past. You are the one who stood back up. Stand tall, move forward, and never forget. You didn't come this far to quit. This is your rise.